Family and friends, welcome back to another real estate review brought to you by Accra, Africa. Today we're reviewing a 5-bedroom house in the sought after Ajinganur area for $900,000. Whew, seems like a lot of money. Or is it? Let's see how it stacks up to the rest of the market. Let's get into it. Okay, so we've got a nice external facade with a swimming pool. Land size looks about 50 feet wide, maybe 60. Big open space. Okay, the stairwell looked quite unguarded. Wouldn't be the greatest for kids, but you've got this double height ceiling. Guest bathroom in the corner there. Yeah, that's that unguarded staircase. A little step up into what looks like a diner. Kitchen diner, bronze kind of finishing. That's quite nice, very unique. Bronze on black. Looks like a little pantry in the back there. Good big space. 900k worth, let's see. Okay, you got a nice outlook into the pool. This is a separate kitchen area. Okay, lighting along the floor. This looks like a lounge on the upstairs as you enter. And there's a further flight of stairs. There's probably a couple of bedrooms along there. Okay, bedroom size is decent. That looks like a guest size bedroom though. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, good size shower. Is there a shower and bath? Just shower. So it's probably the guest room shower. I expect a little bit more utility for storage. Okay, good inbuilt wardrobes here for another bedroom. Looks like another guest room. Nice view out onto the front. Okay, not bad at all. So let's go into Kura and see how this stacks up at 900,000 to comparables. Okay, so let's head over to Kura right now. So first we're going to select for sale on real estate, and then we're going to head over to our filter panel and type in Ajinganur. Okay, so we've got two alternate spelling. Let's include them both just so we're comprehensive. Ajinganur. Okay, cool. So we got both of them up. Let's see what happens. Okay, 228 listings, minimum price 190k cities, maximum 403. Okay, so let's just switch this to USD for a second and see what that says. Maximum price 26 million, median 300k. So typical pricing could be up to 600k less than this listing. Average price 544, but we haven't accounted for bedroom size at the moment. So let's make the minimum bedroom size. Let's give it a bit of a range. So minimum 4. You just take into account other options. Okay, median price 345,000. Average price 489. Let's focus it further and call it a house. Okay, cool. 464 is the average, 345 the median. So you could potentially make significant savings. Let's make the bedroom size minimum of 5. Okay, now we start to see the median price increase. And so now we start to see the median price increase. So now we're looking at around $600,000. Average price 777 when you get to 5 bedrooms up. But let's keep it at 4 because maybe you can sacrifice a bedroom and make a huge saving. Okay, cool. So we've done minimum. What we're going to do is we're going to go over to price overview right now. What that does is help us understand where the distribution of prices mostly lay. So what this is showing us that there's 21% of the market that actually is in between 200 and 300,000. Next most apparent price is 300 and 400, and then 100 and 200. There are a few listings, 400 to 500, 600 to 7. So let's look for that bracket where it is it's basically around a million or 7. That's only 1% of the market. So this is in the top less than the top 1% of the market. Okay, so let's look at some trends around the Ajinganur homes. Okay, so let's take a look at the trends for 4 bedrooms up in Ajinganur. Let me just switch this to house to make sure we get the most accurate view that we can. Okay, so what we're seeing is there's a little bit of growth happening, and I think September we've probably had a few that have taken the average and the median way out. But overall, typically we're seeing some growth in the prices in Ajinganur. It's kind of stable on the median side, but the average side is pushing upward. We had a massive jump in September, but that's an anomaly. Again, yeah, so typically the asking prices are heading up after having a bit of a dip in June. Oh, it's looking good, but there is a lot of opportunity there. As you could see, the most typical price was around 200 to 300,000. So that is a third of what the asking price of this one was for the same amount of bedrooms, or close to 4. Okay, great. So let's try and look at a few comparables to see what else we can get around the same price point. Okay, so I've got a few options now for you to look at. One close to the price range, one just short, and then one absolute steal. So the first one that's close to the price range, the reason why I pulled this one up is actually 950,000. But the sheer size of this one in particular is quite astounding. So it's 3,000 square meters, which in square feet is close enough to 32,000 square feet. So the land size is considerably bigger for only 50k more. And if you look at this, it's actually like an absolute mansion. Some real excellent detail on this. Big kitchen. Okay, I don't really like those wall tiles. Pretty overbearing, but it's a small issue. And this, yeah, it's the same kitchen shot. But there's not much you can see about the bedrooms and stuff. But just the sheer size of the project, I would say this is better. If you're going to go as high as 900,000 for 50,000 more, for what looks like a almost like maybe something like a half acre. I think that's way better value. The next one I want to show you is something that was quite similar in terms of design, very kind of modern cubism style. Got the swimming pool. It looks like it needs a bit of work outside, but big bedrooms, big storage on the inside. Nice stairway. This one is only going for 10.5 million. So let's see what that is in US dollar. 10.5. It's more around the 720,000, right? So you save 180,000. This one in particular, I think this is amazing value. So again, it's on a really big plot size. It's towards the back of the plot, which is traditional for Ghanaian homes. And they have the swimming pool. They've got this kind of classic look as opposed to the cubism. So it almost kind of rings true to a particular period in time on a particular style for Ghanaian homes. I think this is really good. Double garage, balconies, nice windows, really nice interior there as well. Big space there, nice bathroom, a pool room. That's cool. Good storage in the bedrooms. Looks like nice views from the bedrooms. A little bit of curved stairwell there. I think this is pretty good value. And this has 6 bathrooms, 5 bedrooms, 500 square meters. This is only coming at 4.8 million. So for 4.8 million, you're looking more like the 300,000 mark, 330,000. So this is what's falling into the typical price. So it shows you what you can get for your money for way less. This has got great spaces across the house. So imagine shifting from 900,000 to 330,000, 327,000 to be exact. Is that house 600,000 more of a house that we saw in the original listing? I don't think so. So I think there's a lot more value to be had. So I think there's a way for you to be better informed and make some really good buying decisions for later on appreciation, and even just if you're going to buy a home to stay in and actually enjoy the country. This is a beautiful house. So it shows you what you can get in the same area, same bedroom, 6 bathrooms, good space, 500 square meters. That's awesome. For 330,000 as opposed to 900,000. I know what I would be picking. So that's it for today, guys. As we've seen a listing for $900,000, but we found something that's very good value at 330,000 in the same area, same bedroom size. You could buy that house almost 3 times over. You probably could buy it 3 times over if you negotiated well. So you get to make some more informed decisions using the power of data analytics, using Kuro. So if you'd like to have a consultation with me, the link will be down in the description. If you'd like to access all the data that I've showed you in this video, you can also find that self-service in the description. Check out some of our other videos where we are doing real estate reviews and also giving our thoughts and opinions on different key elements of business and real estate in Ghana. Okay guys, until next time, stay informed and stay safe.